Hello, everybody. I'm somewhat on time. I haven't been live on this channel in a while, so everything was like kind of like it was stuck in the mud or something. Had a little wheel just kept spinning. Wasn't sure what was going on. Is everybody able to see me right now? It's saying that I'm live, but it's saying there's nobody in here. But we know better than that. It's just going to be a little slow tonight, I guess, is what it's doing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw Brooks in here. She's been itching to talk to everybody tonight. I can just tell. Let's see here.
Hey, everybody.
There it is. Boy, this side is slow. I guess probably because I haven't been live over here. Everything is just like slow, 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 slow.
I know it. I'm having to adjust stuff too.
Oh. Well, we got Pam and Dana and Tracy and Jesse and Lori and Luana here,
Yes.
and 13 others.
Yes. Got Nixon. Randy.
Oh, there's Randy. Good to see you, Randy. Well, hello, Dana. It's good to see you. Psychic Interconnections is here.
Hey, Jen. Good to see you.
Lori C. Hello. Man, it's been one of those days today where I have honestly just wanted to sleep all day.
If you were here, you would, because it's been like in the 60s all day.
That's what it is here. It's like 60s. It's got cloud cover. We got light rain. It's just one of them days where you just want to sleep.
And sleeping weather.
We got flies like there ain't no tomorrow. And we don't never have flies until like fall. And everybody around here's got flies. I guess there's something to do with fall because the bugs, man, even out on the boots on the ground, the bugs are like 10 times as bad right now as they have been all summer.
Yeah, they know they're fixing to freeze and die. Their time is limited. Yeah.
I'm so ready for that. Yeah, Mom be mad at me when she gets home tonight. I've got the window open, so we'll have all kinds of bugs flying around. But it's too nice not to listen to the rain.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Dana, we have been running all week. That's a fact. But there's Michelle McGuire, Frogs and Flies.
Well, there's Sharon Guy too.
Wasn't there a song about that? The frog ate, or the frog ate the fly, and the snake ate the frog, and so forth and so forth. And
yeah, I think so. Yeah, kind of like Farmer's Wife.
Yeah, we had to sing one of those. I remember singing that in school. I used to hate that damn song. Man, we used to have to sing it. And then our teacher, of course, I remember her name too. Her name was Miss Thomas. If you wasn't singing and you was lip singing, she would walk the class to just make sure to stand by you to see if you was.
She could hear you.
Yes, I hated that class.
Well, at least she wasn't one of those carrying a ruler and slapping your hand.
Yeah. Well, I actually got out of it. I think I went from that class to I took home ec, and that was a lot better because I got to eat in there, and anytime I get to eat, I'm happy anyway.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, let me shut this phone up real quick. It never goes off until I do something.
Well, of course.
And then at nighttime, everybody will tell me when it goes off, and I'm out there walking. They'll say, "That scared me. I about jumped out of my chair." And then I get in trouble by Jessie because I forget to warn her, and then I start whistling, and that, I guess, it hurts her ears. Her little fragile ears.
Right.
You don't want to hurt her little fragile ears. It's probably her older age. Her ears are just more sensitive.
Right. Here's Baxter making his debut.
He almost kind of looks like Kaylee's dog, kind of.
Well, he's a Yorkie. He needs a haircut, but he's about to fall off my chair. But,
I told Kaylee I think her dog looks better before she gives it a haircut. When she gives it a haircut, to me, it looks really weird.
well, he needs it because of his face. It covers up his eyes, and he escapes. He escapes a lot. So
Randy is the first one on the board. He said, "What are you guys going to talk about tonight?" Well, Randy, it's a plethora of just intelligence is what we're going to share tonight. I really don't know what we're going to go into. I know I was going to talk about a few things. We haven't really pushed this channel. So I thought, you know what? We got to start pushing Wide Open Adventures. I got in trouble by Logan the other night. He said, "How come you're not doing nothing on that channel?" And I said, "Yeah." So, and Hunter will be mad at me. He said, if I don't do my job, and I definitely don't want to be in trouble by Hunter.
no. Yeah, it's not good having two little boys mad at you.
No, I'll tell you what, they will keep you on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I was just going to talk about. I'm kind of interested in what does fall mean for a lot of the families out there, and kind of like, our transition, how we kind of transition into fall and everything. Fall, honestly, and winter is one of my favorite time of years. It's just, it's not hot. You actually start feeling human again. You don't feel like you're just trying to survive each day.
Right.
I don't do good in the heat. I've had heat strokes before, so the heat's just not real pleasant for me to be in. I start feeling like, you can do something when it starts cooling down. And I love going outside when it's cool out.
Mm-hmm.
I like, my friends Steve and Lisa, they bought us a fire pit. And I look forward to using that a lot this year. And of course, Logan's already used it. Him and Mom made s'mores the other night on it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well,
Luana likes to see the leaves changing color, she said, and the kids carving pumpkins.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about fall is the time change.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that the sun goes down faster because I like the dark better than I do the daylight.
Right.
Mom, I don't know what she likes, but I don't know. I'm up all night anyway, so it really don't matter. I'm working on one of these channels. It seems to be this is my home right here where I'm at. If I'm not doing a live or out boots on the ground, I'm here with all these papers, and I was going over this stuff today, making notes, and I watched a show today I made notes on.
Right.
But September is going to be a really busy month for both channels. I plan on pushing really hard this month.
Yeah.
So
get ready, mods.
Yeah. So if your trolls don't like me now, just wait till this month's over. All you're going to see is me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna.
And last night's live did awesome.
Oh yeah, of course I was in it. It did really good. I thought we would get on this channel tonight since it's not monetized. That kind of seems to thing right now going around. There's a lot of people doing non-monetized channels, I hear. So I didn't want to be left behind.
Right.
I wanted to be on an unmonetized channel. I'm going to get in trouble right now by Jesse on that one, I'm sure.
Get him, Jesse.
Yeah, she's laughing. I do have a plan though. Let's see what Dana says real quick. Dana says, "I like all seasons. The winter's here. got cold and snowy. Of course, last year winter was pretty mild. I don't think winter was too bad here last year either. But you know what? It's been a while, really, uh, since I actually remember even a lot of snow. When I was little, I was talking to mom about this. When I was little in school, we got enough snow every year that we had snow days. I mean, we were out of
Mm,
school.
yeah.
But now, I mean, you don't get that much snow. And of course, the weatherman, he'll say, "Oh, it looks like 6 inches of snow tomorrow," and you get up and it's raining.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. You're going, man, I gotta go to school.
You don't get nothing.
No.
Hello, Beverly Yates. Good to see you. Hello, Melissa Davis. She says, "I don't like winter. I push through it." A lot of people don't like winter. I think it was my grandma, not my granny, but my grandma. She didn't like winter because she said it made her hurt a lot. She'd had a lot of surgeries and knee replacements and hip replacements and stuff, and it was hard on her through the winter. Uh, I've noticed now that I've got a little bit older, my
It does hurt.
yeah, some of my injuries from whenever I was younger. Uh, Hello, Terry. They hurt now, like my knees and my ankles. My back will hurt, and then I think when I was young, I'm not
Yeah.
real sure, but my left arm. Of course, when I was young, we didn't have a lot of money back then, and I was running in the gym, and I wasn't even old enough to play basketball. I think it was just like PE was playing, and I was running, and we was always in our socks. We couldn't wear our shoes on the gym floor, and I fell. And I remember when I fell, I got really dizzy and I got really sick, and I got a big knot came up on my arm and my wrist. And the teacher at the time was, we called him Mr. Barnes. He also taught my mom and them. He was a really sweet guy. And man, he ran right over there and picked me up, and this was one of them small towns where the teachers knew the parents and everybody went to school together. I mean, everybody just knew each other. And he picked me up, carried me up to his office. I remember he had a couch in his office.
Mm-hmm.
And he laid me on the couch and he wrapped my arm all up. And of course, he got on the phone. He called my mom. And my mom came up and picked me up. Now, we didn't have the money back then. I didn't go to the hospital. So grandma and granny and them, they were the doctors. And so they wrapped my arm with ace bandage and then put it in a sling that they'd had from another injury. And that's all really we did. I just wore a sling until my arm got better. And now it hurts really bad sometimes, like in the winter. Up here on top, really, when it'll start hurting, you can kind of twist my arm sometimes and it'll pop right in there too, kind of like a finger will. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that small town thing. Our sports orthopedic surgeon was always at my kids' games, and yeah, my daughter got hurt in one game. Well, even my son, and I mean, he's right there, and he's taking care of them. That's a small town.
I miss it. You went to the ball games, and it wasn't like it was strangers. I mean, you went to the ball game and you knew everybody. Everybody was friends. Everybody looked out for each other. Everybody watched each other's, kids.
Yeah.
And if you were doing something you wasn't supposed to, it didn't matter who saw you. They was going to get on to you and tell your mom,
Oh, yeah.
And trust me, I got in quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But I was kind of an ornery kid. And then in school, though, I was pretty shy. Our school was so little that we had to put 2 grades together to have, a classroom. We'd have like the 3rd and 4th grade together, 5th and 6th grade together. And then whenever we would have graduation, we would sometimes have 4 or 6 people graduate, sometimes 3.
That's small.
It was.
Yeah.
And we had a baseball team and a basketball team and all, but we were so small that the other schools would laugh at us whenever we would go play them and stuff, because we had to have girls on our team to be able to have enough to have a team.
Right.
So, we'd be playing baseball with the girls, softball with the girls. But the funny thing was,
Yeah.
we'd win first place every year, and a lot of the times.
Right. Yeah.
Just little old town, and they'd always say, "Oh, they got girls on their team," and then the girl knocks the ball over the fence, and they're like, "Wow." The little country girls, they were tough.
Yep.
I miss those days. The school's gone now. It's not a school anymore, but I used to like, walking. You had the high school end and you had the elementary end.
Right.
And I used to miss walking up to where the halfway mark was. There was like a big, kind of like a big open room there. And they had all the trophy cases. And you could go look in there, and I could see like my dad and his friends and all of them where they had graduated. And it was just it felt good knowing you went to the same school as your dad and your uncles and aunts and, your mom.
I
don't know. I just miss that.
Lisa Marie said she can't get in to see any comments. I told her to go out and come back in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else has had any trouble. Yeah, we I don't know, the school burnt. A guy had bought it and it ended up burning. Man, that just if you feel like you lose a part of you.
You do.
I hated that.
Yeah.
We would go up after school and they had a big concrete slab poured outside. And they had 2 basketball goals, We'd go up there in the evenings and play basketball, rollerblade, and hang out and play on the, they had a big toy is what we called it. We played on it and the jungle gyms. But back then they didn't care because the kids didn't go up there to tear it up. You went up there to play.
I know. Yeah.
Now they go up there and tear it up and spray paint it and everything else.
I'm telling you, I was talking to one of the, I guess, custodians or whatever at the high school that I graduated from. And he said, it's horrible now. He said they literally go in and rip the stalls apart. And the school doesn't do anything about it.
Is that something?
Yeah.
Our custodians, I don't remember, of course, I was really young, but my dad was the main custodian for a while, and my mom's mom worked under him, my granny. And then the ones I remember being the custodians, their names, I'm not going to use their last names because I don't have permission, but their name was Larry, and then his wife's name was Pumpkin. And they were the nicest people. I mean, just if you got hurt or needed anything, it wasn't like they are today, how they say, oh, that's just, the custodians. They were part of the whole everything. You knew you could go to anybody you needed to go to. And, Larry was known in town as he was a hunter and a fisherman. And, man, he could hunt and fish. And Pumpkin was just, really nice. Everybody liked her. Everybody knew her. I mean, I miss those days a lot. It was good days.
Oh yeah. Lisa Marie still can't get in. She sent me a voice message, but I hadn't played it.
That's weird. Let me send her a link again.
Okay.
See if I can do that.
Well, I can. I got that.
Silver Bullet wants to know when we're going to go fishing. I planned on going fishing today, but my little buddy, Logan Rodriguez, backed out on me today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can't blame him. He got free ice cream. I probably would have went for the ice cream too.
Yeah, I think I would have too, Mike.
But we got a plan coming up. I think what we're going to do, guys, and I think y'all are going to enjoy this one, and I'm hoping I enjoy this one. I'm probably going to get soaked in the next few days, but I think me and Logan are going to go get some gar.
Yeah, I saw those the other night. Are they good to eat?
I
Are
love
they
them.
are they bony?
No.
No.
A lot of people used to always say they're junk fish,
Uh-huh.
and I'd heard that all my life and never did
Yeah.
fish for them. But I got to know a guy in town, and I noticed one day he was loading them things up, and I said, what are you gonna do with them? You gonna
Mm-hmm.
pressure cook them? Because we was always told they were junk and full of bones.
Yeah, trash fish. Yeah.
Yeah, and he started laughing. He goes, "There's an older guy." He goes, "Well, hell no, we're gonna eat them," And I said, "Eat them?" He said, "Yeah." So I started laughing. He said, "Come by and try it." I said, "Okay." So me and
Yeah.
my cousin at the time were running around all the time. We went by there, and let me tell you, that was the best meat. It was really white. It wasn't gamey at all.
Right.
He showed us how to clean them. Cleaning them was a little tricky, but down both sides of that whole gar, on both sides of them, that
Mm-hmm.
is boneless fillets.
Huh.
It's all boneless, and it's
Huh.
the whitest, prettiest meat you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Uh,
See,
it's
I'd
real, but
rather
it's
have the
all,
white. Yeah, the white meat. Yeah.
it's so good. We make what you call swamp patties out of it. Uh, take the meat off the side and boil it.
Uh-huh.
And you got the big rib bones, but it's not full of just full of like Y bones. They don't have the Y bones. And
Right.
you boil it and take you a spoon and then rake the meat off the bone and get you
Uh-huh.
a big pile of that meat and make it just like you would fried salmon patties. Use crackers, an egg and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
onion.
Right.
Delicious. It's
Yeah, I'm not a
delicious.
salmon patty eater.
It don't taste like salmon though. It tastes like
Yeah.
fish. It's got a whole different taste.
Right.
And a lot of people make gar balls too out of it. That's what they call them, gar balls. They'll do the same thing, and they'll make round balls out of it and fry them, and
Like
they look like
hush puppies.
Yeah,
Okay. I
they're
love
really
hush
good.
puppies.
I do too. I wish I could make good hush puppies. I
Uh,
tried to teach Sarah how to make some hush puppies the other day. She,
uh,
I think Sarah. I don't think she's ever had gar either. Her mom ain't never had gar either. I don't think. I think they were all told the same thing, that they're a trash fish. But I think catching them's going to be fun because we're thinking about going down there and just netting them.
right.
That'll be a battle.
I'm still trying to help Lisa Marie.
Uh-oh. Lawana says she agrees with you, Brooke. She don't like strong fishy taste, but hush puppies are awesome.
Oh yeah. I'll eat hush puppies all the time.
See, catfish is my favorite thing.
Oh.
I love catfish. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Does gars have scales? No. They have like armor. They are super, super hard. Picture almost like an armadillo swimming. That's about what they're like. And if you run your hand on the gar,
Mm-hmm.
they will actually cut you like a razor. It's razor sharp. Yeah, they'll slice the hand open. So you gotta be careful when you handle them. They got teeth. They got a whole mouthful of teeth.
Oh yeah. Ooh, no. Those are the kind of fish that look like they'll eat you.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to get some of those. Me and Logan's been filming the last couple of days, and of course we done the video. Oh, the other day we done at the creeks and stuff, and that video done really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. I think it's actually still doing really good. It was over almost 700 views now, so it was doing really good.
Yeah, it did.
Jessie says she loves salmon, trout, perch, but never gar or catfish. Yep, was always told they were bottom feeders and not to eat. Wouldn't mind trying the. I was told that it's true on catfish. Catfish are bottom feeders, but gar are not.
Right.
I was talking to the game warden, and a gar is just as clean as a bass. A gar will very rarely eat something that is not alive. They will usually only eat live bait. So they're
Huh.
actually a very clean fish. But I was told the same thing. I was always told they was bottom feeders and they were nasty.
Well, that's why some people won't eat lobster because they're on the bottom of the ocean. You know
I don't think I've ever ate lobster. Um,
what?
I don't think I've ever tried it. I've ate what's it? Uh, oh, I love them. Trying to think
Crab
what they're
legs.
called. I don't know if I've tried those either.
I think I've tried. I've had crab salad. I like crab salad.
I don't think I've
Um,
tried crab legs either. I can't get Sarah to make me any.
huh. You've never had lobster? What? Good grief.
I don't. I don't think I've ever ate lobster. Just ate lobster.
Ugh.
I've had like crab rangoons. I love them things.
Huh.
Uh, you ever ate one of them?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you got to try one of those. It's called a crab rangoon. They got crab meat in them, and I think it's Philadelphia cream cheese, and they look like a little flour that's fried, and you dip them in sweet and sour sauce. Them things are delicious.
Ooh.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. What is that thing I liked? Scallops. I love scallops.
No.
I
I, I
love.
I can't do scallops or oysters. No.
I like scallops. I fried them, and to me, they taste like fish, like out of the lake. I mean,
Right.
they just taste like a fried fish.
Right.
Um, I do like to eat New England clam chowder. Um,
Mm,
I think my favorite is Progresso, the one that Progresso makes.
yeah.
I think they make the best one. Or let's see,
I I
Jen-
just I just want to go to Maine and get some lobsters.
that's one of the places I would love to visit. Is Maine. There's a guy on YouTube I watch that actually lives in Maine. His name is Zachary Fowler,
Oh,
and he goes out and catches uh, all that stuff, crab and lobster, and
oh man.
he eats it right there on his show too. It's just he dips it in butter.
Uh, Anybody from Maine on here? Y'all send me a couple of lobsters. I just want the tails and I I don't want the live ones.
I think how do they do that? To ship it like in dry ice, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
neat. Jesse
Yeah.
says it. I could tear me up some lobster, crab legs, and what is that? Escargot.
Escargot. That's
What is that?
snails. That's
Really?
snails. I've had escargot.
Is it
It's
good?
like it's the sauce basically because the snail is just like a what a what a snail. I mean, at a restaurant I worked here years ago, that was one of our appetizers was escargot, and yeah, you had to have a piece of bread to eat with it because it was a pretty good wada snail.
That might make me go.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could eat that. I'd try.
yeah,
Dana said, "Are they chewy?"
yeah. I think so. Ones I had, and the ones I had, it was I worked at this restaurant that had a French chef. He was a true French chef, and let me tell you what, he made the best shrimp scampi. I have never come across it again anywhere. He made the best.
I'll have to try that again. I've ate it one time. Sarah made it, and it was okay. It wasn't nothing I would want to have again.
Oh, this chef, he put, I guess he cooked them in kind of a butter with garlic. Oh my gosh. I mean, this sounds terrible, but people would leave a shrimp or two. They ate with their fork and stuff. Yeah, we didn't let it go to waste.
Well,
It was
Lawana says
good.
She said, I tried calamari at Joe's Crab Shack in Oklahoma City years ago. Wasn't bad, but not much flavor if you just don't look at the underside of those little purple tentacles.
Uh-uh.
I
No.
had calamari. I think you watched the show where me and Kaylee and the kids tried calamari.
Yeah.
It was real rubbery. I wasn't a big fan.
No. Well, and in those Asian countries, I mean, they have the little octopuses and they're rolling off crawling off the plate. They'll eat them alive. Ugh.
Yeah, you got to hunt them on your table.
Nope. Uh-uh.
I think if I had to do that, I'd just stab mine in the head and try to hold it under my soup and drown it. That way I didn't have to chase it.
Nope.
Beverly said she loves calamari if it's cooked right. Amy said, my mom used to cook salmon and bacon. Ooh, bacon grease. I bet you that was delicious.
Look what Tracy said.
I was served baby octopus when I was visiting in Sicily, and I had to eat it. The Lord helped me get it down. I hope the Lord helped you keep it down, too. That'd be hard for me to do.
She lived in Sicily for 2 years.
Wow.
Sicily, Italy. Yeah.
Tracy, you lived in the boot.
No, she lived on Sicily. That's an island.
Oh.
That's where Mount Etna is. That volcano.
Oh, that's cool.
That's constantly going on. Her ex-husband was in the Navy, and he was stationed there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesse said my daughter came home from the sushi restaurant with tentacles she couldn't eat. We gave it to the cat. It was hilarious watching her eat that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know if I could eat tentacles.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Tracy said she loved living there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we didn't get to see her for 2 whole years. That was tough.
She took off and left everybody.
Yeah, she did.
She's living up there in Canada.
I know.
Tracy, there is a guy I watch that's from Canada. His name is Joel Henson. He's a professional underwear model, and he's a professional eater. And I like to watch him eat all the food around the world. And this guy can eat so much, you would not believe it. I don't know where he puts it. Beverly said when she lived in Texas, she used to catch a 5-pound bucket of crabs.
You were down on the Gulf.
I think Sarah loves crabs.
And I think in East Texas, they can get, what are they called? The things that look crawfish. As you go over towards Louisiana, you can start getting crawfish and stuff.
I love crawfish.
See, I've never had that.
Whenever Hunter comes back home, that's what we're planning for him, is a big crawfish and catfish cook. And that boy can eat some crawfish. It's funny. Him and Hunter, Logan, they go to town on it. They get so mad at me because I get their names confused all the time. I'll call Logan Hunter. I'll say Hunter, and he'll go,
yeah,
Logan. Yeah. And then I'd tell Hunter, I'd call Hunter. I'd say, hey, Logan, and Hunter would be like, Dad. They just look at me.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I remember growing up when. Before my mom died, my mom would go down the line. Steve, Brooks, Tracy, whichever kid you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Mom's mom used to do. She had 8 of them. She had to pick big family. I was blessed to have the family I have, though. they've helped me out so much. They're still helping me out.
Yeah.
I just have a really good family on my mom's side. They're really close. I was raised with them, you know. You look back at some of the home videos,
Hmm.
and I was like 10, 13, something like that,
Hmm.
and they was in their 20s. They were kids themselves.
I know. Yeah.
So I was raised with them, and it's weird, but you know, back then they were, you know, old to me. That was my old aunts and uncles, and
Right.
now, you know, they're in their 60s and 70s, and I think some 80. You know, and it's weird. Don't even seem like it that they should be that old.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, it is. But you know, we're close to them, and uh, like I said, they help me out a lot. They're just we have a really good family, and
Yeah.
just really good people. They, you know, they all take up for each other, and I
Right.
like that, you know. And I was
Yeah.
raised around them. That's where I was raised. You know, Granny and Grandpa, they used to babysit me, and
Right.
I was always around them. And then my uncle Leonard, I got to give him a little bit of crap. He called Mom the other night. Now, my uncle, guys, you have to realize, whenever I was little, probably 12, somewhere around there, 10, he was still at home. And he was in his 20s, I think, 21, 22, something like that. He was working at the coal mine. Uh, he had really curly hair. He always wore the ball cap that had the, you know, the scrambled egg on it.
Right.
And he would come home, and Granny and Grandpa, of course, were watching me, and he would always make fun of me. I had a little gun back then, and you cocked it like a 30-30, and you pull the
Uh,
trigger, and it'd make a boom sound, you know, but it didn't shoot nothing. Just, well, he'd come in and go, "Hey, Mike, are you going to go hunt some bear?" And start teasing me. Is there bear out there? You know, and I'd say, Granny, make him stop. And I'd sit there and he'd go, "Are you going to cry? Are you going to cry?" And then he'd start going, "Mama, mama, man," doing that at me. I get so damn mad at him. And then Granny, I'd tell Granny, and then she'd tell him, "Leonard, knock it off." And then finally, Grandpa came in one day and told him, he said, "You better leave that boy alone." And then Leonard went to his room. He knew not to back Grandpa. Grandpa busted his butt. He was ornery, though. We lived up in town, which was only about a half a mile from where they lived. He had an Oldsmobile, the old 442. That thing
ah.
was nice. Oh, it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was riding my bike with my friends, you know. He pulls up beside me, you know. He's got his, he had an 8-track in it, had his music playing, you know.
Yeah.
He goes, "What are you doing?" You know, it kind of reminded me of the Dazed and Confused movie. And I was like, riding my bike. He goes, "You drink beer?" I was like, "No, we ain't got no beer." He goes, "You want to drink a beer?" And he pulls out one of those old Coors cans, you know, it had the peel off lid and top. He goes,
Uh-huh.
"Take a drink of beer, but don't tell your mom." I was like, "No, Mom will bust my butt." He goes, "What? Are you not man enough?" So I took a drink of beer and he drove off, and I rode my bike home and told Mom. I said, "Literally, you drink beer."
Oh, you did him in, didn't you?
He knew he wasn't going to get in trouble. He was too ornery.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun times, and the family was so big, having 8 kids.
Yeah.
They all played sports, and, you know,
Uh-huh.
co-ed softball, and they had almost enough in their family to have a team.
Yeah,
So they,
right.
you
Yeah.
know, with all the aunts and uncles and all the, you know, the kids and
Uh-huh.
all, we almost had a full family team.
Right.
And I spent a lot of my summers sitting up there at that ball field, you know, while they played, and we'd play tag and football and ride our bikes and play in the dirt. And that's
Yeah.
just how we spent our summer.
Yeah.
It was good days, good times.
Yeah. I'd get up every morning, get on my bicycle, and I'd come back when the street lights came on. That was back when the kids could do that.
Yep.
You know, you walk out the door and they say, "Okay, be home before dark."
Mom, mom would always tell us we had the road was right in front of the house. She'd go, "Don't go past Grandma's driveway and don't go past Miss Wilson's driveway." That was our limit.
Those your boundaries.
That was it. And if we went past it just a little bit, Mom would see us, and you hear that whistle.
Yep.
Oh, we're in trouble now.
Yep. Man.
But
it is so much different today than back then.
Yeah, because when I was young, I told you we went to school together with the older kids. The high schoolers didn't treat you like the high schoolers do now. We would be with the high schoolers, and they would come and sit in the shade with you, or on the road with you, or under the stoplights with you, and they would visit with you. Everybody got along,
Right.
And it not like today. The high schoolers, they try to kill you today.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Luana said, I love the first sip of alcohol stories. I was 13 living with my grandparents and asked my parents for a drink. Never forgot it. He gave me a cap full of Canadian Mist, rot gut. Gives me shivers.
Well, Tracy's and mine's dad, he drank Jim Beam. Jim Beam. Yeah, whiskey. That stuff's pretty nasty. That's an acquired taste.
Melissa Davis said, we stayed out all day. She's laughing. If you stayed at the house, you had to do housework.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think what was the drink. Back when I was in school, everybody used to get, they call it Mad Dog 2020.
Mogan David 2020. Yep.
And then I just found out here recently that it was never even called Mad Dog.
No.
I thought it was.
No, they changed it. Well, they don't put Mad Dog, but it used to be Mogan David, and then a few years ago they started it with MD. Tracy and I were just talking about this. So now it's MD. You don't see Mogan David on there. It's MD, and yeah. Wow. It's changed, but it doesn't have Mad Dog. Everybody just said Mad Dog.
Well, Tracy said Brooks, but he mixed it with Coke, never straight.
Well, that's true. Until our stepmother, she told him he always had two drinks, a jigger apiece at night, and she got him down to one. Oh, he wasn't happy about that. And so she told me, because I had it on the bar, and she said, okay, put up the booze, Brooks. And I said, okay. So she goes trucking around into her bedroom, and I get up to put it up. My dad jumps up. It's funny because, my dad only had one leg, and he jumped up, gets over to that bar, and he grabs that bottle and swigs it. I'm going, Dad. He said, shh. He said, she won't let me have my 2 drinks. But he just had those small glasses, juice glasses.
Right. Well, our thing was you go buy you a bottle of Boone's Farm.
Strawberry Hill.
Yeah, that was our thing, was Boone's Farm.
And cherry vodka, cherry slow gin.
Or what was that other one? Bartles and James, strawberry daiquiris.
Oh, yeah.
But I always liked the Seagram ones better. I always thought they tasted better.
Well, you know what was bad? A friend of mine. Okay, we were 16 years old, and we would have to drive to another town, and because we didn't have liquor stores. You had to go to a different county. And we were 16 years old. We'd drive up there. They never, ever carded us. They carded people in front of us, behind us. We always came out with what we wanted out of that liquor store. 16 years old. Yeah.
Hey, whenever I was probably 10, mom and dad, we lived in town, and the store, we called it the corner store, and it was probably a block and a half from the house. And mom and dad had an LTD car. 10 years old, dad would yell at me, "Hey, you drive up to the store and get me a pack of cigarettes, Merit 100s." And I mean,
Yeah.
I'd drive that car to the store, and I'd go in there barefooted in my shorts and no shirt, because I've been playing outside. And
Yep.
Vern was usually the guy that was working behind the counter, and we knew him. And I'd tell him, "I need a pack of Marlboro Light 100s or whatever." And a
Merit.
game
Yeah.
warden was sitting there one time, and he goes, "Are you old enough to buy them, son?" And I looked at Vern because I didn't know what to say. And Vern goes, "Oh, they're for his dad." And the game warden goes, "Okay, all right." But back
Yeah.
then, that was okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I did smoke my dad's snipes. I'd hide out in the doghouse and smoke them.
Right.
Because my dad was real bad about when he'd smoke, he'd light a cigarette, and if he got busy, he'd put
He'd
it
throw
out.
it.
And it might
Yeah.
be half a cigarette. And
Right.
then he'd light another one. He would never smoke the one he put out.
Right.
So
Right.
when I was little and smoking, I'd always run in there and say, "Hey, Dad, you want me to go empty your ashtray for you?" And of course, he thought I was being nice. "Yeah, thanks, bud."
Yeah. You're picking them
go,
all out.
yeah, I'd go out there and dump it out the back porch by the doghouse, and then I'd go back later and pick them all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess Dad must have knew I was doing it, though, because one night, I was probably 12, 13 then. He goes, "I'm out of cigarettes. You go bring me one of your cigarettes." I said, "I ain't got no cigarettes." He goes, "I know better than that." He goes, "Go bring me one of your cigarettes." And I had one of his old packs that he had threw away. I
Uh-huh.
had that thing almost completely full of half cigarettes.
Ah.
And then
Yeah.
he was going to teach me a lesson. He said, "You don't smoke. Them are bad for you. You come in here," because Mom had found out I was smoking too. So Dad sits me there in the chair by him, and he's going to teach me a lesson. Pulls one of the cigarettes out and puts it in my mouth and lights it.
Mhm.
He goes, "Now, when you smoke that, you inhale that." He was wanting me to get sick, so I wouldn't want him no more. Well, I sat there and smoked it just as good as he did. He goes, "Get outside and don't you ever touch this again." And he looked at Mom and he goes, "He's been doing that a while, ain't he?"
Well, that backfired, didn't it?
I just sat there and had a cigarette with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. He thought he was going to teach me a lesson.
Yeah.
But boy,
Backfired.
when he ran out of cigarettes, whew,
Oh, yeah.
we'd call Granny because she smoked. And she smoked Camel non-filters.
Oh, that's what my dad. Well, that's what Tracy's mom's dad smoked. Oh.
Well, Dad'd get a pack from her. She'd say, "Well, Storm, yeah, I got a pack, She bought them by the carton.
Mm-hmm.
So Dad'd get a pack of her Camels, and then Dad'd come home, get his ashtray, and clean out the butts of his other cigarettes and put the Camel in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he couldn't smoke them straight.
A little too strong.
But Granny would, man. She'd use her fingernails and smoke them things right up to her lip.
Yep. 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 Wow.
Yeah, Dana, I
Mercy.
think we have a family get together coming up here pretty soon again too. They was talking about we're going to have another reunion. Those are always fun to go to.
Well, Tracy's and mine's family. We don't have any relatives. We don't. Well, we've got cousin John. I think we've decided he's second or third cousin, but he lives in North Carolina, and I think he's about 80, maybe 90.
Oh,
He's a little too far for us to have a reunion with. Everybody else is dead.
Wow. I still got most of my family. My mom's sister passed away just here recently, and she was the first one of them to pass away. And she was, I was really close to her. She was my protector. If I got in trouble, I'd run to her, and Dad had come down and threatened to spank me or something, I'd go to her house, and Dad had come up there, and my dad was a big man. He was 6'6", 350 pounds, and he
Yeah.
was coming across that front drive. He's going to get onto me, and I'd tell Wani, I'd say, Wani, don't let him get me. And she'd say, Storm, leave him the hell alone. And she had long fingernails. She goes, you come over here by him, and I'll cut your throat.
She would have, yeah.
So Dad turned around and go home, and I didn't get in trouble. I knew where to run to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if we could only step back in time,
Yeah.
even
Well,
for a day, you know,
Yep.
I think every one of us here would like to do that at some point or another in our lives.
Yeah, Melissa Davis said she's lost both of her folks.
Yeah,
I've lost my dad.
yeah,
That was hard.
yeah,
The good thing is I'm living out here on the property that my dad lived on. He done a lot of work out here, so just seeing the things that he done, I feel like you're close to him.
right.
A lot of his stuff is out in the shop still. Mom's been going through it, giving it to me and Sarah, going through, and there's a lot of memories out there. And some of it, it's when you're young and you see Dad with his stuff, you don't never think someday that that's actually going to be yours.
Right.
And it's kind of a hard feeling, it's hard to take
Mhm.
it. You don't want
Yeah,
to take it because you feel like if you take it and it's not at Mom's no more, then Dad's not at Mom's no more.
right.
It's hard to explain how it makes me feel.
Well, let me tell you, Tracy and I sold our mom and dad's house 2 years ago. And let me tell you what, we'd had that, our parents built that house. It had been in our family 70 years.
Wow.
And selling that, I mean, that was rough. That's
Yeah.
always been home, you know. I mean, even though I hadn't lived there in years and years, that was always home, you know.
And that's the way I am. It's the property out here has so many memories. I mean, just photographs that I'm looking at right now, his dad out in the yard mowing, and
Hmm.
he's chasing an armadillo in one of them pictures with a whip deal, and and he's hugging Sarah in one of them. He's hugging me, and he's got the grandkids with him. He's mowing the yard. It's just a whole collage of him, what he done out here. And
Yeah,
this land will be split between me and Sarah, so at least
yeah,
we'll have those memories, and
yeah,
just going out in the shop. And I know it's weird, but just going out in the shop and seeing where he built it, and then where he might have missed a nail, and put a dent in the wood, just
hmm,
knowing that he done that and been out there sometimes, it really makes you feel close.
right, right,
I don't know
yeah,
how many times, I've put my finger in those dents out there and just, think about him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even though
But
if he was here, he'd probably beat me with the hammer.
we've
But
got God's promise. We're gonna see him again, Mike.
yeah, that's what he told me when he got sick too. He said,
Hmm.
whenever you're saved and you're a Christian and you've accepted God and he is your savior, your Lord and Savior,
Hmm.
that we never tell each other goodbye.
Yeah,
It's always see you later.
right,
So whenever I would leave every day up there, he was in bed sick. Wasn't allowed to say bye,
right,
see you later,
right,
because
right,
you didn't know from one day to the next
right,
if he was going to be there.
right. Yeah,
And it's I got that phone call that you don't want. Mom called me. It was early one morning, and she said, Dad's gone. He went to be with the Lord.
hmm,
And I
yeah,
kept remembering the verse in my head. I don't know why, but when Mom told me that, over and over and over in my head, I kept hearing, we owe we owe God a death.
hmm, yeah,
We owe him a death.
yeah,
And That's how I try to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go let Mom in real quick. I'll be right back. She's at the door.
Okay. Yeah, I know all of y'all. Y'all had the same thing. Jesse, yeah, that's your grandparents' house. And that me too. I mean, my grandparents' house was there in Hominy, Oklahoma, not far from where Mike is. And when my grandpa died when I was in high school, and then my grandpa died when my son was about 3, and he's 39 now. So, but the church, they lived next door to a church, and my uncle sold the house to the church, and they tore that house down. It was the neatest house, and it's just so heartbreaking, you know. Hey Randy, how are you? So yeah, it's hard, but like I said, we've got God promises, and if it were not so, He would have told us. Hey buddy.
But, look here,
Hi, Brooks.
my buddy showed up.
How are you, Logan?
I'm good.
Good. Did you get me some ice cream?
I ate all my ice cream.
Oh, man. What kind was it?
Chocolate.
Ooh. Yeah. I'd ate it all too.
Good stuff, ain't it?
Yeah.
Me and him's gonna go catch some of them fish. We was talking about it.
Yeah.
We'll have him wade out there in the water. I can't wait to see him get one in the net. That's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah.
Dana says hi, Logan.
Hi, Dana.
Just don't stick your hand in there.
Yeah.
No.
He likes to eat them. He's a big fish eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, I think we might try to go tomorrow. I think that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to go tomorrow?
Yeah.
Get the GoPro ready and fire it up. We're going to need a waterproof camera for that. There ain't no telling what's going to happen.
Y'all got rain coming tomorrow?
I don't know if we do or not.
Yeah.
Might be a good day to play in the rain, catch some fish.
Lightning.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll get us a bath. We'll just take a bar of soap in our pocket.
Just no umbrellas, no metal umbrellas, and stay out from under the biggest tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have your dad go out there and hold the umbrella for us while we fish.
I'm not going under it.
Mom said it won't keep him from getting wet because he's too short. It just splashes up on him.
Right. Oh.
Poor Chris.
Oh.
Jesse says, Logan, she thinks you're a better fisherman than me.
Oh, thank you, because that's actually true.
I think he's got a little bit of his mama in him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I don't even know if his mama's caught a catfish this year or not. Has she? No, she ain't. She's not even on the board yet, is she?
I sure have.
You have? Yep, you have. Yep, you've caught a lot of catfish.
I still have yet to go catch some trout. I need some trout.
I've never ate trout.
Oh, it's awesome.
This little boy right here go fishing with you all day. He takes his chair and he sits in his little chair and gets his pole in front of him and gets himself a drink and a snack. And what do you usually snack on? What do you usually have?
Probably sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds, and we like to buy cupcakes, and every now and then if we're hungry we'll stop by and get us a burger, don't we?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you just throw that little bobber out, sit there and watch it.
We're not going to use a fishing pole. We're going to use a net.
Oh.
Lawana said hi, Logan.
Hi, Lawana.
Melissa said, go get me. Show me how to do it.
Yeah.
Jesse said it sounds like a perfect day.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell her it's always perfect if you're with Uncle Mike.
It's always perfect when you're with me.
That's right. I think that's ditto both ways.
Yeah.
All the time. He's my shadow.
Yeah. Yeah.
We kind of like to pick on each other.
You think just a little?
Sometimes we have a big old wrestling match sometimes when we have to fight it out, don't we?
I wish all the time.
He's 9 years old, Brooks.
Wow.
They took they weighed him the other day. Tell her what you weigh.
I weighed 175.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to be
Wow.
big.
Yeah. Don't let them talk you into playing football, okay? They'll wreck your knees.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna net him, Randy. Yeah, I told him football's not a good thing. I played football, and all it does is get you banged up.
Mm-hmm. Do baseball.
Yeah, I'm gonna do baseball. I
Yeah.
was signed up, but COVID.
Right.
Yeah, COVID shut down all the little leagues.
Yeah.
Kind of got crazy, didn't it?
Yeah.
But guys, we got some videos we've been working on. I think we're going to make a pie.
Cherry cheesecake.
Yeah, cherry cheesecake. He's been wanting to make that.
We might make it tonight.
Just a hand net, Randy. Just a fish net. They're so thick out there. I think we'll be able to wade out there and just scoop them up. And then we got to come home and clean them all.
I don't know how to clean them, so.
Them are a trick to clean. They're kind of hard to clean. What we'll do is we'll probably clean them, and we'll probably put how to do the gar on our Patreon for this channel. Because they won't let me put it on regular. Get us in trouble because of the blood and skin and
Yeah.
But we can put it on our Patreon if y'all are interested in us putting that kind of stuff on our Patreon. Let me know. I think cleaning catfish on this Patreon right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jesse likes cherry cheesecake.
That's my favorite dessert.
Yep, he loves cherry cheesecake.
I like it too, Logan.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have some. I'm hoping Mike and your mom and your dad and you and your grandma and Nana and everybody, y'all come visit me for a week.
We'll try.
Yeah, we're wanting to, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'll stuff y'all in my house. We may be floor to floor air mattresses, but I'll get you in here.
Might have to go trout fishing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff to do for kids here. Lots of stuff. We even have a mountain coaster.
Ooh.
I want to go on that.
You would? I wouldn't. Beverly, she makes homemade chocolate and peanut butter pie for the holidays.
Ooh.
This boy loves peanut butter.
Mm.
He's a peanut butter eater.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I don't have much more. I'm just wanted to come on tonight pretty much to talk to y'all a little bit about, the fall weather coming and let y'all know we're going to start doing a lot more lives on this channel and to start opening it up. And there's going to be a lot more video releases. So share it on your social medias if you don't mind. Help us get this channel up and going. And we plan on getting some animals and showing some farm stuff and some cooking and traveling and magnet fishing maybe.
Yes.
I think we're going to do some magnet fishing.
Very popular.
What is it?
Yeah.
I think we're going to do some of that. Luana wants to see the pictures of us when we go visit Brooks. There it is.
Yeah.
Melissa said she made her a peanut cookie.
Peanut butter cookies.
Woo.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
That says she'll send you her recipe.
Okay. Okay. Everybody in the chat, y'all are going to have to send me a care package, okay? Mike's promised me several care packages, and I have yet to see one.
we could send her some of that gar meat.
Oh.
Send her the head and all.
No.
I like that.
I'm talking cookies, all that good fun stuff y'all eat.
Yeah.
We talked about, and I don't know how many people in here would be interested in this. I used to make barbecue sauce for a guy that was what do they call it? He goes out and cooks for lots of people.
Caterer.
Yeah, he was a caterer, and he paid me $150 a gallon for it. He said it was the best barbecue sauce he had ever ate, and everybody he said he used it loved it. So I thought about making barbecue sauce on here and selling it. I checked with Oklahoma's laws, and I can do that. So I thought about doing the barbecue sauce, maybe do some our homemade. What's that stuff we make? I can't even think of it that you like to dip. Pecani sauce. We make homemade pecani sauce.
Matthew's Ranch.
Mm.
He loves ranch.
What kid doesn't?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah.
So if y'all would be interested in some of that stuff, just let me know, and maybe we could make it and can it, and we could ship it to y'all. They say the barbecue sauce, everybody loved the barbecue sauce. It takes about a day and a half to make it because it's completely homemade. Everything is homemade. So we can do a sweet, and we can do what we call the hot.
Right.
We like the sweet.
I like the spicy.
He likes a little bit spicy.
Right.
So we may get into that and start doing that a little bit if everybody would like some. And honestly, I think our salsa is great.
Yes.
I love salsa.
Yeah.
It's in the chat.
Silver Bullet in the chat. Where at?
So,
Up there.
Oh, she go up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Lawana says Lyle Blackburn sells his hot sauce online and up in the local stores here. Okay, that's cool. So we may look into doing that, guys, and
yeah.
we'll have to get a name for our barbecue, and we'll have to get a name for our salsa and stuff. We'll have to make up our own names.
Yeah.
What do you think? The barbecue. If it was abnormal, I would call it Bigfoot blood
Yeah.
or cryptid blood. What do you think of that?
Squatching juice. Something. Yeah.
I don't know what our sauce would be. Upchuck?
No. No.
Call it
We'll
second.
think on that one.
Uh,
Sarah, where are you? He needs help.
Yeah, I think she went home, didn't she?
Yeah.
Mama go home?
She's tired.
She tired? Poor
Yeah.
old thing. She's getting old too and broke down. She can't hardly do anything.
Yeah.
Poor old thing. We'll have to say a
Right.
prayer for her tonight.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's pretty much all I've got to say. Unless Brooks has got something she wants to say to everybody.
A happy what is it, Labor Day weekend?
Oh,
Is that right?
yeah. I didn't even think about it because none of us work.
Yeah.
Every weekend's Labor Day weekend for us.
Yeah.
Right. But y'all have a safe holiday weekend.
Don't
If
eat
you're
too much
going anywhere,
popcorn.
yeah, if you're going anywhere, be careful on the roads. So we love you and appreciate everybody. Thank you for being here. Over.
Guys, we appreciate your support over here. It means a lot to us. We're going to push this channel really big. We got a lot of Oklahoma channels that we're going to try to collaborate with that are doing really good that we've reached out to. But we're really going to start really trying to push this channel. I enjoy doing this channel. It's relaxing for me. I love doing abnormal investigations, and I love you all over there and love our family over there. But it's a lot of work, that channel. It's a lot of digging, a lot of research, a lot of editing, a lot of uploading. This here, it's a lot of that, but it's a different feeling. It's more of a family feeling. It's more of a sit-down visit. What do you like to eat? Have a cup of coffee, tea, whatever you like. And I feel like, we get to sit and get to know each other more on this channel. You get to see our lives on this channel. I mean, pretty much what we're going to be doing on this channel when it boils down to it is we're documenting our lives. I mean, it's a documentary whenever you look at it. I mean, you're going to watch us grow. You're going to watch our farm grow. You're going to watch the kids grow. You're going to get to see everything transform. And I get to see you guys. I get to see you guys grow and know you guys know. And I don't know. It's just a good feeling to know everybody. It really is.
Yeah.
And this Labor Day coming up, If you work, enjoy it. You know, that's something I don't like to do. I hate that 4-letter word. But if you do that, try not to have too much, cob on the corn this weekend.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, all that good stuff.
Not too many hamburgers. But yeah, I hope you all have a safe weekend. That's the main thing. If you're traveling, prayers for safe travels. Enjoy your family. Make as many memories as you can with your family, guys, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. It's the people that love you and that you get to spend your time with each day making memories. Because God said something that really, I'm going to leave you with this thought, and this is what's helped me. We don't forgive people for them. We forgive them for us. And when we forgive them, they no longer have attachments to us. They no longer have strings to us, and we let them go. Let them dwell in their cesspools while we go and we do our life and we make our memories and we do fun things with these guys right here because they're the most important. And serve God first and then family, right? And the rest will fall in peace. Thank you, everybody, for watching us tonight. I love and miss you, Hunter. And I'll have you on here soon. God is good, and God is on our side. And until next time, guys, have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you all on the next one. And thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Tell them like, subscribe, ring the bell.
Yes, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps the channel out.
There you go.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Good night. Good night, Logan.
Good night, Brooks.